1, 2 is to put the ball in the shot pocket, the shot chamber, step back with the right foot, and step up. Once you've trained your right foot, you want to train your left as well. Ball in the shot pocket, step back with the left, step up. Now we're going to train you how to catch a pass in the 1-2. Instead of saying 1-2, I'm going to use left-right or right-left to designate which foot comes first and which foot comes second. So, I'm going to spin a pass in front of me, and I'm going to left-right catch the pass and shoot. I'm then going to train my other foot by spinning a pass, step, right-left, catch, and shoot. Now we've got to train ourselves to come in at an angle and catch a pass and shoot in the 1-2. So, I spin myself a pass, and I step, and I square up. Catch, square up, and shoot. Left, right. Then, I got to train the other way. So I'm going to spin myself a pass. It's going to be right, left. Right, square up, left, take my shot. Now, let's train ourselves to shoot in the 1-2 off of the dribble. We already know how to step back and step up. We're going to do the same move. Step back, but put down a dribble with our right hand, step up and shoot. Now we've got to train our left leg. So we're going to step back with our left, put the dribble down with our left hand, step up, pop up and shoot. Our next step is to coordinate our steps. And that's done by just taking a couple of easy dribbles and finish with a left-right and take your shot. So we're going to put the ball in the left hand now as well. Ease in there with a couple of dribbles and right, left, take my shot. Now, let's train ourselves to come in at an angle with the ball in our right hand. So I'm going to finish in a left-right. So here I come, left. I'm going to square up with my right, but remember I'm going to ride this dribble up the shot line. As I square up, get off a quick shot. Now, to come in from this angle, the ball's in my left hand. I'm going to finish in a right-left. So here it comes, right, and as I square up with my left hand's going to be my pickup hand to the shot line, square up, take my shot. This chapter shows many bad habits that I've seen in players over the last 20 years and how you correct them. Now, bad habits can obviously make you miss shots, but they can also do other things like slow down your shot release and hamper your ability to get the ball off in a game. In order to correct some of these bad habits, you may have to take time off from playing. When you're playing by habit. And in order to correct bad habits, in order to get that groove out of you, you may have to take some time off from playing and just put in consecutive days, maybe weeks, of reinforcement to get those bad habits out and put proper habits in. When you finish, your shooting hand should be in that full but floppy and relaxed extension. That floppiness is what gives you the shooter's touch. I've heard it said he has that shooter's touch. It's nice and soft. If he catches a little bit of rim, it still goes in. That floppy shooting wrist puts that shooter's touch on the ball. But some shooters develop a bad habit of flexing on their shot. And when you do that, that flex takes away that soft shooter's touch that's so important to becoming a great shooter. So how do you get rid of that bad habit of flexing? You wave goodbye after your shot. Immediately after you release your shot, you wave goodbye a couple of times. This will affect future shots. Why? Your mind begins to think, as soon as I shoot, I'm going to have to wave goodbye, and all of a sudden you begin to relax that shooting arm. And you begin to develop that shooter's touch. The correct elbow position is here, pointed at the goal. And the reason is our arm works in this plane. This is the way our arm works, like a lever, okay? And this plane should be pointed at the go. Now, if this elbow, which I like to call a flying elbow, if it flies out here, which often it does, then our plane is this way, and when the elbow goes up, we have a vector that's sending the ball to the left, not down our shot line. Now, how do you correct this flying elbow when you see it? When you see it up here and you don't see it pointed at the go. You don't correct it up here. You correct it here in the shot pocket. The elbow will probably be out here. You want it in here. In here. And that's a good way to remind yourself when you're training this bad habit out of your shot is here in the shot chamber, tap your side just like batters in baseball do. Tap it, remind yourself to keep it in so that it stays in this plane with your shot line as you go up. When you finish, your guide hand should be in a tomahawk chop position with the thumb back and the fingers pointed to the ceiling. But I see shooters flipping the ball with their guide hand thumb. Now, why do they do this? When they were young and felt like they needed the power to get the ball to go, they would use two hands and flip it with this thumb. As they got older and they're able to shoot with one hand, this guide hand thumb stayed in their shot. Well, I see two problems that arise when you flip the ball with your guide hand thumb. The first problem that arises is it puts a world spin on the ball. And that presents a world of trouble. If the ball catches any of the rim, it'll kick out. The second problem with the thumb flip is that it's a force